Hey everyone, it's Dave from BC Bushcraft here again today. I would like to make an axe sheath for my restored axe. I just spent a good amount of time reprofiling my axe, which is my main bushcraft axe, I would say. And I don't have a sheath for it, but I saw in a previous video that you could make a sheath from HDPE. This is an example of HDPE. It has something on the bottom. It's got a little triangle with a 2 in the middle of it that says HDPE. And that's how you know what this stuff is. And it's basically just a type of plastic. I'm going to try and see if this is an actual decent way of making something homemade that you don't have to spend any money doing. Like, I'm not going to spend any money trying to do this project. I'm not going to go buy Kydex or anything like that. And hopefully we can create a decent sheath for this axe. Okay, so I got it all cleaned up. You can see how pliable this stuff is. It's very bendy compared to something like Kydex or something like that. So the next step in this process is to put this guy in the toaster oven so it becomes a lot more pliable, so I can mold it and to fit my axe head exactly. So I have my toaster oven set to bake at 350. Wow, this stuff gets so rubbery. You know, I can almost stretch this. Well, my first attempt, not that it failed, is that I left it in the toaster oven too long and not on a flat surface. So it got too warped for my liking, too small. It would still work, but like that's not what I want. It's not pretty at all. It's very ugly. And you can see all the deformations that it has in it, you know. So I'm going to try and improve upon that. I have a new sheet that I'm going to use, and we're going to try this all over again. And now that I have some understanding of how this works, hopefully it's going to work better. So we're going to pop this in the toaster oven just like before. This time it's going to be on the flat surface, not the grill, and we're going to watch it. I'm not going to lie, this stuff is really hard to work with. It's very sticky and it just wants to fold in on itself. Here we go again. Less creases. That looks a little bit better. It's definitely not perfect. You can see it just gets melted. You can see now that I got a lot better form on my second go. It's still not perfect. It looks kind of melted in areas. It's hard to see because of the black, but you know, I'm going to make this work. I got a good form on that part up there, which is where I'll probably do some paracord lanyard stuff, and then my axe will kind of slip in at the bottom, and I might paracord right down here. Okay, so I marked out a few holes where I want my lanyard to go for my paracord. All I'm going to do is just drill through them. You can see the holes there now. in the sheath that I'm going to run the paracord through to secure it more. So after drilling the holes there, you can see I double stitched some paracord through. I did one at the bottom, and then a few of them at the top. There's 4 holes at the top, so you know, it keeps it a lot more stable by having that. But what I think I'm going to have to do, I think I'm going to have to try to remold it, but I'm not going to use the oven this time. I'm going to try to use a hairdryer. Well, here it is. It ain't the prettiest thing in the world. It's got some deformations from when I was trying to mold it to the axe, but it works. It's a functional sheath. It's on there pretty good. You know, it's very tight fitting. I basically just had lashed it around there, created 2 holes just to make a bit of a lashing to keep it from slipping off. Yeah, it's not going to come off. Yeah, it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to, but at least it's functional. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but you know, it's a free axe sheath. So it's a little bit better than my other solution, and you know, it gave me some practice and some things to think about with making stuff like this. So I do hope you like this video in making this homemade axe sheath. Please like, please subscribe. This is Dave from BC Bushcraft.